Welcome back everybody to episode 6 of the Snowdonia Slate Trail series. In this episode we get to see a huge slate quarry, end up knee deep in sludge, we see some lovely views, have a go on a rope swing and see some lovely rivers and waterfalls. But firstly, we must find out if I woke up alive in the abandoned farmhouse.
It's 5:30 in the morning, I've woken up alive in the house, thank God. Okay, yep, so we are running quite low on water as well, so that's kind of the first thing on our to-do list. And just like that, the house is all behind us. So it's been a crazy night. I'm happy we've had it though, because it meant we had a fire and get our socks dry. And the day as well doesn't look too bad either. The sky looks pretty clear. We could be in for another hot day, which I'm not complaining about, but now we need to get back on trail. This sort of grass here is exactly what got my socks wet yesterday. So every step I take, I'm going to be as careful as I can to avoid as much of it as I can. There's the sun. Alexa, add "Here Comes the Sun" to queue. Okay, so we have found our water source. I'm just gonna get it filled because it's quite a reach and I don't want to get wet. To be fair, it's a lot clearer than what I expected, so that's quite good news. I think as of now, we are over like the grassy sort of terrain, because one thing about that is zaps your energy so quick, whereas what we've got here is a bit more flat and rocky, and it's a lot easier to walk on.
As a morning hurdle, I was given the task of walking up an incredibly steep road. This was really a killer, especially so early in the morning. However, I marched on and was rewarded with sunshine, and I also gave myself a nice rest.
So right now we are just walking on like a track. It's pretty flat and we're pretty high up, so the views are not too bad either. So just here we've got like a tower of some sort. So I'm not sure what the tower is used for, but it does look like a pretty hot outpost of some sort, because there's a lot here.
I must confess my morale this morning wasn't the best. I assumed starting my day in the abandoned house had something to do with it, and just to make things worse...
It's always the stuff you don't get on camera. That is so deep. I did not expect it. So much for that fire we had yesterday. This isn't good. My foot is just... That scared me though. That went up to my knee, and like to get my leg out of there, I needed to put my other leg on the ground, push myself off the floor and just bring it up. Wash my shoe a bit. Thing is, I don't know if that's gone through to my sock. It may have just got my trousers and shoes. Okay, I'm gonna rip up some of the moss, which is pretty dry, and just brush myself down. There's a natural alternative to everything, honestly. Alright, that's dirty. Gonna have to grab a bit more. I hate to ruin the moss, but this is quite necessary. Cannot believe I didn't get that on film as well. But I'm pretty sure you guys can see, I'm not joking. Okay, it has gone through to my socks. Just get all that off. I cannot believe that happened.
I'm not sure how, but falling in the mud greatly lifted my morale. It might have made me realise that even when bad things happen, it doesn't change the good that's around you. Either that, or I just got a laugh from me falling knee deep in mud. Either of the two. I would say apart from that little hiccup though, we're doing alright this morning. From the house to the top of the road, I won't lie, that was pretty hard, but from the top of the road to where we are now, which has got to be a mile to a mile and a half, it has been a breeze, and it looks like it's just going to get a lot better because the view is opening up, the sun is shining, and this smile is just growing and growing. This thing here looks interesting. I have no idea what it would have been because it doesn't really look like a hut or a house or anything like that. It just looks like a pile of slate that has the structure. Okay, it's a wall. Right, there we are. See, it runs all the way up, and to be fair, that might have been a hut on top, but that there is just a wall. Okay, we're back at it again with the moss. This stuff is incredibly dry. So I'm just gonna get some more of that mud off me. And there we are. Honestly, it works. It's not nuts. I soon hit the village of Cwmpenmachno. One of the perks of going on hikes like this is that you get to see little places that really give a country its quirks and colour. I was then led out onto lush green grassy hills where I found that rope swing you've all been eager to see. Look at this, a proper rope swing. Hope it holds my weight. Feeling strong. Oh. Quite fun. Like, one of the most important things about hiking is your morale. So if you can just keep your morale high as often as you can, it will increase your chances of success. And right now, my morale couldn't be much higher. Oh, this has been fun. Okay, well, let's get moving. So the village that we were at is just there. So we have gone up some altitude, but honestly, it hasn't felt like it too much. It's been a fairly flat uphill, if that makes any sense to you. But yeah, it doesn't feel like I've walked up a huge hill, really. So it feels good. Yo, I found a super sick mountain bike trail. That is super sick. So I've just looked at the map and my God, we've done 8 miles today already. It's only 10:30. I don't know how we smashed it out that quick, but the first stretch was pretty tough, and honestly I thought I was going to be in for a hard day. But past obviously 4 miles or so has been absolutely a breeze, and I've loved it thoroughly. I soon hit the slightly larger small village of Penmachno. It had lots of character with its rugged houses and windy roads. There was a river that ran through the village which was absolutely beautiful. I nipped into a Londis to pick up some chocolate, and then I continued my adventure. So we've got a bit more of this road here, which I'm very happy about. It's so easy to walk on, so you can just wipe out the miles real quick, like we have already done today. Right, you know when you walk into a place and you are like, I recognise this, and all this is a road, a lay-by and a little bit of forest. In 2019 when I came on a van trip here with my mates, I fell 18 or so feet down some rocks, and like initially fell off a rock about 11 feet, landed straight on my back, then flipped all the way, fell like another 5 to 8 feet, and that was one of the scariest times of my life. And ever since that day, I've been wanting to have a look at the location to see where I fell exactly, and we're here. So I'm gonna go show you because I remember it so clearly. I'm pretty sure I found it. The bit I fell down, how we got into it's just up ahead. This was scary, man, when it happened. I think my friends were more scared than I was, because I mean, I had to check I was all right, but my God. Let's try not to repeat history. I can't bloody for the life of me work out exactly where I did it. I really feel like it happened over there, but I'm trying to, like, in my head I can imagine what the rocks look like, and they don't look like it. All right, I'm pretty sure I found it. So pretty much what me and my friends did, we climbed up this rock here. I'll go a bit closer. We went up the rock I'm currently on. We climbed that, and as we got to the top of that, I got a bit scared, so I decided to work my way back down, and that's where I slipped. I'm just trying to figure out where exactly I fell. I couldn't figure it out exactly at the time, but in the editing process I worked it out. So I fell from the top onto this rock here, and this was the rock I initially fell onto and landed on my back. From here I flipped upside down onto this rock down here, and that was where my fall ended. I'm not sure if you guys got such an exhilarating feeling out of that as I did, but I've been wanting to have a look at that place for like 5 years now. I feel like a part of me is always somewhere in Wales. It's a crazy place. Oh, that's a heck of a rope swing, but I don't want to get wet. It's like hanging like just there, but there's not anything on it, it's just rope. I walked on past the friendly cows, found 2 edible plants, hogweed and jack by the hedge, walked on some more to where I saw a cafe in the distance. Arrived at the cafe, it smells like they do good food. They had a charging station which was an absolute lifesaver. If it wasn't for these, next Friday's episode may not have happened. I ordered a vegetarian fried breakfast which went down an absolute treat. I also got my 6th stamp on the Slate Trail passport, and even after that fry up, I was still bloody hungry, so I ordered some chips. Let's get on this trail again. I'm so bloody full as well. I had so much food in there, and it sits great. That restaurant has been a lifesaver. Being able to charge everything up, eat well, enjoy a conversation with everyone else in there, because everyone was so lovely, and yeah, and it's been a good hour rest for me as well. Nice food. Oh, okay, so another edible plant that we've found on the trail, and I only found this for the first time about a week ago. Wild garlic, and I think the flowers have the most flavour, and you can just... And It tastes like garlic. Flowers are quite a good way to... Strong. The flowers are quite a good way to identify them. They come off in like a little family, I suppose, and you get larger ones just like this here. And the leaves are pretty much the leaves that you see here. Everything here is a different plant, so ignore that. But it's these wider sort of leaves. So those are some of the features to identify. And as well as doing that, if you just give it a smell, smells like garlic. If you've identified all three of them, or there might even be a few more features, just have a bite and it will taste like garlic. Easy one to identify, but just have a look online and elsewhere just to make sure you're 100%, because with eating wild stuff, you can't go wrong, because there's a lot of stuff out there that is incredibly harmful to you. I had to take my bag off because I am in the middle of a road. But look at this part of a river. It looks like a lake. It branches off to the left just over there and to the right over there. And behind us, it's nowhere near that big. You know, it's a sizable river, but it's just the way it opens up over here. I've not seen anything like that. It's absolutely incredible. Oh, I'm having the time of my life, man. I've loved this trip so far. I don't want it to end. I really just want to keep going. But all good things must come to an end. So let's enjoy it whilst we can, eh? Okay, another edible plant here. I'm pretty sure we all recognise it. It's sticky weed, bro. And I'm sure you remember when you were like a kid, you throw this stuff on your mates and see how long it takes for them to realise. Because I throw it on my trousers, boom, it sticks. And it's edible. The only thing is, it doesn't taste very nice, but it is edible. Are we nearing to betsw-y-coed? I think we are. Don't really know exactly where we are though. We need to look for a sign. Let's go out onto the road. Oh my good god, so we are pretty much here. In 5 we'll be in the town centre, and that's crazy. It's not even 3 o'clock and we've clocked in 15 miles. I walked into the village of betsw-y-coed, one of my favourite places in Wales. I had a brief look at the shops from the outside, but my point of interest here was the visitor centre. So I walked in and, you guessed it, got the 7th stamp for the Slate Trail passport.
There we are, sir.
Thank you ever so much.
Thank you very much. You're very welcome.
One more last stamp and we're done. Okay, it's 3 o'clock and we've achieved our 15 miles. Honestly, when I woke up this morning, that was just an optimistic idea. I did not think we were going to do it, let alone do it by 3 o'clock. And the thing is, I feel great as well. My feet bloody kill, but everything else about me feels so good. So considering we've done it so quick, I'm just going to hang out in the sunshine on this field like a child, and I'm just going to lay down in the sun for like an hour or so, let my feet breathe. I'm taking my socks off. So yep, I'm gonna vibe, listen to music on this field, and I'll see you guys in a bit. After vibing in the sun to music for over an hour, I began my journey once again to exit the village, but not without taking a moment to see this beautiful river. I walked through the forest where I found another rope swing. Okay, I know for a fact there's a rope swing down there, because one, I can see it, and secondly, because I've been here before. Look at these forests, just absolutely beautiful. Look at that glisten. Okay, so I think I've found my spot. You may think it sounds a bit nuts, but it's like just here. The reason why, one, the ground is perfect, it's just normal grass. And secondly, we are on the trail. There are houses over there, but this is a trail, so we do have right of way anyway. So it's not like I'm on their land and they can throw me off. And sometimes it's like a psychological thing. When you put yourself in the open, like some people just assume, like they get the vibe that you're not doing anything wrong because you're not afraid to be seen. And I've never had a problem with that, you know. So honestly, I think here will do just fine, and it's a nice stream as well, so I can get fresh water. And yeah, it's a lovely spot in the sun. So this is where I'm going to call home for the night. Okay, the tent is all pitched. I don't know why, but it just, the pole in the middle just seems to skew with, but it'll be fine, it'll function fine. So what we gotta do now is pop everything inside and relax. Okay, so everything in the tent is all set up. This time I've just put everything on one side: my bag, my kitchen, my food, stuff for tomorrow, and my toothbrush and toothpaste, electrics, clothes, my Slate Trail map because I want to have a look at how far I've walked today, and that's basically it. And I think I'm just going to scrounge down food now because I'm relatively hungry. I could definitely eat. So yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm probably just going to do it outside because it is quite a nice open area. Is it boiling? Ow. Is it boiling enough? Yeah, it is. Let's switch that off. So I had a feeling, I wasn't sure, but I have just checked. The mountain just behind us there is Mole Shabod. It's a bit of a scramble. I've done it once with a few mates, but I don't know. It's just when you can see a mountain, it's quite cool, especially one that you know. It's just it's awesome to look at. They've just got I don't want to say a personality about them because it's more than that. It's just they're quite powerful. Like, you look at it and you think. Also, hoods up, because for the first ever time in my life, believe it or not, I'm being attacked by bloody midges, and I can already say they're not fun. And I can imagine to a lot of people, I'm being attacked by hardly any. I'm still not having a good time. Nonetheless, though, I'm pretty sure our food is done. Okay, so I've just had a look on the map, and today we've walked 17 miles. That's the most I've ever walked on a hike like this. and I could have done more, but I'm glad we stopped there. My legs are probably going to feel it tomorrow, but that's impressive. I didn't even expect to do 15. I know I said I was hoping to, but I didn't think it was actually going to happen. But 17 miles, man, that's pretty good going. I think that wraps up everything nicely. I hope you have enjoyed today's episode of the Snowdonia Slate Trail. If you have, make sure to slap that like button and click subscribe to see more videos. The next and final episode of the Snowdonia Slate Trail series will release next Friday, so if you want to find out if it ends in sunshine or rain, make sure to tune in. And on that note, I hope you all have a fantastic day.